Hi there, this is Jenny from the Sewing Palace in Helena, Montana. It's January here, so today I'm going to talk to you about all things snuggly and warm. Each month we teach a technique or a project, and we call it Sewing Club. We generally meet here at the store, but right now we're just doing it all online so that you can stay at home and watch from the comfort of your own home. You'll learn the technique of sewing a quilt as you go quilt, which is here. Mackenzie has a wonderful video on that. You'll learn how to make this twisty twirly scarf, and I'll also show you the kits for short little infinity scarves. So let's get started. For January 2021 Sewing Club, you can purchase items on our website or in store. We have lots of snuggly kits available. We have kits for scarves that are called Twisty Twirly Scarves or Infinity Scarves. We have strip quilts for babies. We have strip quilts that are very luxurious for larger quilts. And you'll learn how to make a quilt as you go quilt, which is this quilt behind me. You'll also learn how to make this Twisty Twirly Scarf. If you want to purchase any of these things online, you can use the coupon code CUDDLE and you'll get 15% off the supplies that I'm showing you. You can also come into the store and get inspired and see the snuggly fabrics that we have. To start off, let's talk about the two scarves that we have available. We have a Twisty Twirly Scarf, which is this one that I have on. It is one length of scarf and it has elastic inserted in it, so it has a little twist. You can see it spiral, and this is called the Twisty Twirly Scarf. The pattern for that is from McKay Manor, and it is also called the Twisty Twirly Scarf. So check out our website and you can see the kits that we have available, and I'll show you how to make this today. The other scarf kit that we have is the Infinity Scarf. We have a free pattern download in our free pattern section to make this scarf. You'll need some fabric, some cuddly fabric, and you'll be able to make this scarf. It's basically sewn into a tube with a little twist to it, so you create this cute little infinity scarf. To start off making your Twisty Twirly Scarf, you'll purchase fabric following the directions. If you purchase 2 1/3 yards of 60-inch fabric, you will get 4 kits out of it. You'll cut the fabric following the measurements, and once you have a very, very long strip, you'll flip it over so that you're looking at the wrong side of the fabric. You'll also need some elastic, which is a 1/4 inch wide elastic, and you'll need 2 pieces of that following the instructions in the pattern. So 2 pieces elastic and 1 long piece of minky fabric or Cuddle Fabric. The other tools that are helpful is a chalk aligner, a ruler, some pins, and wonder clips. So we'll get started doing the measurements and start sewing. On the back side of the Cuddle Fabric, you will mark a line that is in from each side following the measurements in the pattern. You'll go the full length of your strip, marking with chalk all the way down on each side. Once you have the strip marked, you'll then want to mark the halfway point, the 1/4 point, and the 3/4 point. So the easiest way to do that is to fold it in half and place a pin at that halfway point. Then fold it in half again and place a pin at that halfway point and flip it over and do it to the other side. Then you will have all of the points marked. Once those points are marked, you'll then want to chalk them so that you know where they are on your line. You'll do the same thing with your 2 elastic pieces. You'll fold them in half, pin it or mark it with chalk or both, then in half again so that you have your 1/4 and your 3/4 points. Once your elastic is marked, on both pieces and your fabric on both lines, you'll get ready to set up to sew. With your sewing machine set on zigzag, you'll then adjust the zigzag so it is just a zigzag stitch or a bar tack. You'll then position your fabric so that it is laying wrong side up with the elastic on top. You do want to use thread that matches the Cuddle fabric, so I'm using a very light gray in my bobbin and in the top. I'll get my elastic piece and I'll bar tack it right here. Once you've bar tacked the beginning, move the fabric down and line up your quarter mark pin with the mark on the fabric and bar tack there. Move your way down, lining up the pins with each position, the quarter, half, and 3/4 mark, and also at the beginning and at the end. Now that you have each position bar tacked, you'll then switch to a regular length or a medium length zigzag stitch, and you will zigzag down the full length, lining the elastic up along the line. To get started, you can pull in just a little bit so that you have something to pull against. Repeat this for the other piece of elastic. Once you've sewn each section of the elastic so that it is sheared up, you will then fold it in half like a hot dog, wrong sides together, and clip all the way down. You'll line up the two edges of elastic on top of each other and pin or clip. This is a great project also for an overlocker. You can use an overlocker with a 4-thread overlock stitch and secure all these edges. So you'll sew across the top, down the sides, leaving a 2 to 3 inch opening, and then finish it off along the other bottom side. Once you have it pinned or clipped along the short ends and along the long side with right sides together, you'll sew using a straight stitch and a 1/2 inch seam allowance, making sure to encase the raw edges. When you secure your stitch at the beginning and the end, make sure to go forwards and back. Once you've sewn the full length of the scarf, you do want to check your seams, making sure that you caught all the edges, that there's no holes, and check all sides. And your opening, you will then pull it right side through that opening. That's it. We did it. We made a twisty twirly scarf using Luxe Cuddle fabric and 1/4 inch elastic. You can do it in a variety of modifications. You can use different lengths of fabric. You can see this one's quite long. You can also use 2 different fabrics so that you have 2 different colors. So you can have lots of varieties. You can also use different amounts of elastic to make it really stretchy or a little longer. Lots of fun things to do with the Twisty Twirly Scarf. Thanks for joining us and making the Twisty Twirly Scarf with McKay Musers pattern and Luxe Cuddle fabric from Shannon Fabrics. Remember, if you visit our website till the end of January and use the coupon code CUDDLE, you'll be able to get 15% off the featured items in our Sewing Club section. So take a look at Sewing Club in our shopping online and have some fun with some Luxe Cuddle fabric. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great day.